Florida CME Group. Top-notch trading in today on Tuesday, March 29th. I'm here to tell you about what I've been looking for the last 2-3 months now, and that's the inverse relationship with the treasuries against these SPU futures. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, it's working. All right, last week, what happens in the S&P? They make their highs for the week on Friday, and who makes the lows on Friday? Well, TopNotch is a 30-year bond technician that he looks at those prices, and the 30-year bond did make its week low. We come out yesterday, the SPU makes a new high by 50 cents, the bonds make a new low by a couple ticks, they find support, SPUs find resistance, and what happens? We see a rally. The bonds rally made the first move that led to a slight weakness in the S&P and found a high of 120.20. Well, they settled at 120.13 yesterday. Globix high sees them going up to 120.20, same high as yesterday in those bonds. It led to early weakness in the bonds this morning after they opened up at 120.06. Then at about 8:35 this morning, there was this rally in those 30-year bonds that came out of nowhere, caught a little people off guard. Where'd they go? Up to 120.19. Stop dead cold. Looking for stops now at 120.20 in those bonds to trigger them up to 20.27 for today, possibly 21.09. I think that's asking for a little much. The S&P, meanwhile, took out its low from yesterday, found a nice level at 13 even, 13 half stop now, 13 even half low for right now. And what happens when the bonds found resistance? They came back off, found an 06 low at this time, which was their open. If they take that out, we could see further erosion, which could lead for the S&P to go higher. The only thing right now is that NASDAQ future. It had a big rally off the 9 o'clock data, and that's been the key. The last low in the S&P at 9 was 1301. That has led to its current high. Okay, now let's go look for it. Find a nice resistance between 1311 and 1312. If the S&P can get above those three tops, Friday they had a Globix high of 1430 before they opened, made a 14 half high. Yesterday saw 15s. Needs to test the 3-week high of 1321.20. Next step, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm really thinking that if they find momentum, they're going to go up to the contract high of June, which was made February 18th at 1337 even, and then the target will be the lead month high of 1342.80. Taking it one step at a time. We'll see you next week.